Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Colts back with another video, and today is the first week of the NFL season, and the Colts decide to go and sell a game and lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game could have been easily won, but we folded. We literally folded the game away. The game could have been 14-0, and we couldn't find our defense. Our offense was just stagnant. It was just all bad to watch. Kicker missed the field goal. We could have been up 17-0, to be honest. The score could have been 17-0. But before I get more into the video, please leave a like, comment at the end of the video. I will be in the comment section as usual to read all the comments, whether good or bad, doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure some Jaguar fans are going to pop in there, so it's going to be okay because I take all type of criticism. But other than that, if you are new, also subscribe to the channel. So let's hop into this game. So at the beginning of the game, we started off solid. Started off coming out on fire. The special team return was great at the beginning of the game. The kick return was great. The football, we started running the football good. Got the wheels running. We were doing so good. Everybody was touching the ball. We was doing good. Philip Rivers was accurate. He was at one point, he was like 14 for 17 or something like that at the beginning of the game. And then, after we scored our first touchdown, it just decides to go downhill. So when the defense comes on the field, this kid, undrafted, named Robinson, is literally shredding the defense. Literally just shredding the defense. He's running up the field, breaking tackles, going crazy, yada, yada, yada. Shout out to Nyheim Hines for that beginning of the game as well. So shout out to him. He had a good game. But there's more to Nyheim Hines at the end of the video. So after Robinson's finished shredding us, Gardner Minshew, the guy with the pretty hair, is doing his job. Being accurate, not throwing interceptions, playing down to the position, throwing dink and dunks, going to the sidelines. He's seeing some Smollett guy, his wide receiver. They're throwing the football accurately, running out of bounds, no fumbles. They were just playing perfect offense. And in my head, I'm like, this doesn't look like a team that's supposed to be tanking at all. They had us hoodwinked. We've been fooled. This Jaguars team looks nice. So when the announcers brings up their depth chart, and I'm going over the depth chart again, I'm like, this team is actually not bad at all. This team is actually pretty nice. And then my conscience was like, don't fall for the hype, because the Colts are literally letting them look nice. We weren't going after the football at all. T.Y. Hilton, Darius Leonard were all hyped before the game started. They had me looking like we were going to beat this team 24-0. But then after the end of the first half, I'm like, we're about to lose this game. We're about to lose a game to a team that might tank. They might go 1-15. They might go 1-16. I'm like, this is embarrassing. This game was literally embarrassing to watch. It was just, first of all, Philip Rivers was doing so good at the beginning of the game. We went for it. And then another thing, we went for it on fourth down too many times. Rigoberto Sanchez never came in the game to punt the football. That's a problem. I understand you trust your team and you trust your offense, and we have the ability to get the fourth down completion. But if we didn't get it the first time, and then the third time, it's time to bring the punter in. It's time to bring the punter. You have to trust your defense, I feel like our defense is not there yet. They kind of turned up in the second half, but I feel like they're not there yet. Like the second half of the season type of defense. The team that clicks and they're actually getting stops. We had a bunch of bonehead penalties. Paris Campbell, he had one when he caught the ball, it fell out of bounds. Miles Jack hit him, and he got up and tunneled it in his face. It cost 15 yards, gone already. So we have to be more aware of the penalties and the situations that we're in. We threw the ball. We had almost 50 pass attempts from Philip Rivers. We got 4 good running backs. 4. We have 4 running backs. There's no reason for us to be throwing the football 50 times a game. This is the first game of the season, so I understand we're getting kinks out. We're getting comfortable, but there's no reason we should have almost 50 pass attempts in an NFL game and against the Jaguars. Shout out to C.J. Henderson, for the rookie for the Jaguars. He had a good game. Shout out to C.J. Henderson. Shout out to Robinson. Shout out to Gardner Minshew. Those are the three guys that were destroying us this game. So shout out to them. Phillip Rivers has too many pass attempts. We got 4 running backs. Marlon Mack did get injured this game. Prayers up to him. Hopefully he recovers. He comes back next year. This is a big season for him, and he came down with an Achilles injury. More on Marlon Mack after this video. There'll be a video dropping tomorrow on him, so stay tuned for that. Turn on your notifications. But we had 4 running backs before that could run the football effortlessly. We only had like 98 rushing yards. Only like 98. We barely ran the football this game. So I was just sitting there like confused because Marlon Mack was trying to run the football and he was doing his thing before he went down. So after he went down, me in my head, I'm pretty sure all the Colts fans was like, yes, it's time for Jonathan Taylor to show up and destroy this team. Because what did he do as soon as Jonathan Taylor came in the game? What did he do? Jonathan Taylor caught a screenplay and was gone for 35 yards. He was gone. And I was like, yes, we are comfortable. But what did the Colts do? Of course, as expected. Jonathan Taylor has not been seen again after that. You've seen Nyheim Hines after every snap. You've seen Nyheim Hines. Maybe you'll catch a wide receiver pass to Pittman, or a sideline pass to T.Y. Hilton, or an underneath screen pass to Zachary Pascal. And then you see Nyheim Hines. Taylor and Wilkins is on the sideline just chilling. 2 powerful running backs that we have other than Nyheim Hines that could come in the game and put on a show. Taylor was looking so good. I was like, this guy has to get the ball more. But instead, we were throwing the football up and down the field, throwing interceptions. You get passes thrown over the head of Jack Doyle, passes thrown over the head of T.Y. Hilton. I'm just like, so this was the first week, and it was just a roller coaster of emotions because I don't know how to feel. Because next we got the Minnesota Vikings. And knowing the Vikings, after what Robinson just did, they have Dalvin Cook, who just lost this week to the Packers. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be on a mission next week. I'm pretty sure. So we have to get it together. This game was unacceptable. We shouldn't have lost this game at all. We shouldn't have lost. It was just a bad thing to watch. Phillip Rivers as a quarterback, look, I get it. Give him his roses while he's here. He's pretty much going in the Hall of Fame with his stats because he hasn't done anything else but make the Pro Bowl. I get it. But his passing aim, his accuracy, is like he just looks at one receiver and he just feels like he's going to throw it to him no matter if he sees 1, 2, or 3 people in that vicinity. He's still going to try to throw the receiver the football. And that can't happen. And then another thing. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was at one point at the beginning of the game where we could have scored instead of kicking a field goal. They put in Jacoby Brissett to try to do an option play. So, as soon as Jacoby Brissett hits the field, I'm just like, this is going to end terrible. This is going to be bad. When Jacoby Brissett hits the field, what did you expect, right? Jacoby Brissett gets the ball. He scrambles out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run. But does he? No. He decides he's going to, yes, this is my moment. I'm going to throw the football over the top of the defender. But, little does Jacoby Brissett knows, Miles Jack's in front of him. So Miles Jack already knows what he's about to do, goes and gets him hit, and now we're getting a 15-yard loss. And we settled for a field goal. Thank God he hit the field goal because, he was like 1 for 3. Well, he made 2 field goals. He was 2 for 3 or something like that. So he didn't do as bad. I mean, he did miss a 30-yarder, but this game was just bad. We definitely have to run the football more. That's the meta of the Colts. We have a running football team. Our O-line is there for protection of Phillip Rivers and for the run game. Why are we not running the football? I don't know. I've seen the tweet. They said Phillip Rivers is probably not as comfortable as used to him throwing the football because he's so used to rushing a pass because his O-line stinked when he played for the Chargers, which is understandable. But it's the first game. I'm like, if we're going to have a quarterback that's not ready, that's scared of pressure and is going to throw it quicker, you might as well put Brissett back in the game because, that's all he does. He just throws it and prepares to be sacked. This is just a bad game to watch. We definitely should have won the game. we just did too many screen plays. It was like a bunch of wide receiver screen plays and a bunch of flat plays to the running backs. I mean, I haven't seen really, Phillip Rivers really didn't throw the ball down the field. I mean, you had a few of them to Paris Campbell when it was like a deep post route or a slant to the corner. But other than that, he really didn't try to get his wide receivers involved in the game. Michael Pittman, he did pretty good. He didn't drop the ball. That was surprising because, he had a little rough training camp and, practice. He had a few drops. But it was good to see him out there on the field. I just hope our defense wakes up. Danico Autry and Justin Houston, they tried their best. They had a few sacks this game. So shout out to them. But other than that, Kenny Moore got a horse collar that cost us. And then the interception at the end of the game, it was just a bad game. We definitely could have won. We could have beat this team 17-0. I would have been fine with that. We could have won 17-0. Just held the ball, run the football, try to get a first every now and then, play the clock. But it was just penalties, just thrown in the way, blown up zone coverages. You get Xavier Rhodes, he don't know where he's going. Then you get that play when it was 1-on-1 when Rhodes was right there on his side and he just grabs him for no reason because he didn't turn his head to see where the football was coming, so he just grabbed the receiver. It was just bad to watch. Yeah, it was just a bad game to watch, man. So hopefully we can get it together. Like I said, get involved in the comment section. I'll see you guys in there. Let me know your reactions to the game. I'm definitely dropping a video tomorrow about Marlon Mack. But until next time, this is Colts Talk. Signing out. Peace.